Right now, millions of American truck owners owe thousands more than their truck is worth. $6, $8, even $10,000 underwater. And they can't sell or trade out of it, no matter what they do. Not a rounding error. A used car's worth of debt buried inside a truck that's barely paid off. They can't sell it, they can't trade it, and most of them have no clue they're trapped until they walk into a dealership and get handed the number. This is the video the dealers and the lenders are hoping you scroll right past. Stay exactly where you are, because if you bought a truck in the last 4 years, this is about your money. So what's actually going on here? You did everything the smart people told you to do. You skipped the flashy sedan, you bought the truck that holds its value, you told yourself it was the responsible move. And now you're stuck owing more than it's worth, watching that payment leave your account every month with no way out. Is this just people being bad with money? Is this just normal depreciation everybody deals with? Not even close. There's a pattern underneath this, and once you see how it got built, you can't unseen it. Start with how many people are actually caught in it. Nearly 3 out of every 10 vehicles traded in this year came in underwater. 29.6% in the second quarter of 2026, according to Edmunds. Earlier in the year, it was even worse, 30.9%, the most since 2021. Being upside down on your truck stopped being the exception. It's the default now. And before somebody in the comments says negative equity has always existed, you're right, it has. Back in 2019, the share was actually higher, around 33.6%. So the number of people underwater isn't the record. What's never happened before is how deep the hole goes. The dollars are the story, and that's the part nobody's putting in front of you. To understand how millions of people ended up here, you have to go back to 2022. The lots were empty. Chip shortages had killed production. And trucks were selling for thousands over sticker, because if you didn't pay it, the next guy would. People signed for $65,000, $70,000 half tons, and financed every single dollar. Plenty of them stretching the loan to 7 years just to make the monthly work. Used values were sky high too, so it all felt fine at the time. Then production came back, the lots filled up, and used truck values dropped more than 20% off that peak. The truck fell like a stone. The loan barely moved. And now the people who bought at the top are hitting the age where they'd normally trade and finding out exactly what they signed. Edmunds calls it a snowball, and they're watching those 2022 buyers walk back in, dragging thousands in old debt behind them. Do me a favor before we go further. Drop a comment with what you paid for your truck in 2022 and what a dealer's offering you today. Real numbers, real owners. The gaps people post are going to be brutal, and somebody needs to see them before they sign. This is how the hole gets deeper instead of closing. When you're underwater and you trade anyway, that gap doesn't disappear. It gets bolted onto the top of your next loan. You finance the new truck, plus the leftover debt from the old one. A buyer rolling negative equity into a new loan in 2026 is on track to pay $16,270 in interest over the life of it. 16 grand, just in interest, just for the privilege of hauling debt from a truck they don't even own anymore. Their monthly payment hit $944 on average, a flat-out record, and $167 a month more than the person who walked in clean. Same truck sitting on the same lot, wildly different price, all based on what you dragged in behind you. And the interest rates are turning the screw. The average rate on a 5-year new truck loan is sitting around 7.6% right now. So that extra debt you rolled forward isn't just sitting there quietly. It's charging you rent the whole way. Every $1,000 of negative equity you carry is another $1,000, collecting interest at nearly 8% for the next 6 or 7 years. You're not just underwater, you're paying the bank for the right to stay underwater. And just when you figure the truck you bought is the exception, think again. Toyota Tundra owners, the people who bought the one truck with a reputation for holding value better than almost anything on the road, are rolling an average of $8,929 into their next loan. Almost $9,000 on the truck that was supposed to be bulletproof on resale. That number tells you everything, because if the strongest resale name in this segment is this far in the hole, the truck was never the problem. Edmunds' own analysts say it flat out. This is a financing problem, not a vehicle choice problem. You can buy the smartest, most reliable truck on the lot and still get buried, because the trap was never in the metal. It was in the paperwork.
So why can't these millions of owners just sell and walk away? Because to get out clean, you have to cover the gap in cash. Walk into the dealership and hand them $6,000, $8,000, sometimes $10,000 out of your own pocket just to close the loan. Most people don't have that kind of money sitting in an account. So they can't sell without eating the hit, and they can't trade without rolling the debt into a bigger, uglier loan on a more expensive truck. They're chained to a vehicle that drains them every month, with no cheap exit in any direction. That's what stuck actually means, and it's got millions of people locked in place. If you know somebody about to trade a truck they bought in that crazy 2022 market, send them this before they sign a thing. 30 seconds of warning could save them from 5 figures of dead debt. Share it. And there's a darker end to this road that almost nobody talks about. Fitch tracks subprime auto loans that are 60 days or more past due. And that number just hit a historic high, right around 6.5%. These are the buyers who stretched the absolute furthest to get into a truck, and they're the first to start missing payments. When you're underwater and falling behind at the same time, there's only one place it lands. The truck gets repossessed. The bank sells it at auction for less than you owe, and you still get a bill for the difference. So you lose the truck and you keep the debt. For a growing number of owners, being underwater doesn't just mean stuck. It means the loss is already coming, whether they lift a finger or not. Step back and look at the whole board. Americans now owe $1.68 trillion on their vehicles. That's up 37% from 2018, when the total was $1.23 trillion. In under a decade, this country piled on nearly $500 billion in extra car debt. And a growing slice of it is money owed on vehicles already worth less than the loan against them. This isn't a few unlucky people making bad calls in a parking lot. It's a national balance sheet quietly tipping over. So the question everybody dances around, is this an accident or is it the design? Think about who profits when you're underwater. The dealer makes money selling you the new truck. The finance office makes money writing the loan. And when you roll your old debt into that loan, the lender collects interest on a bigger balance for longer. The 84-month loan, the trade-in you can't afford to keep and can't afford to leave. The endless cycle of rolling one debt into the next. None of that is a bug the industry is scrambling to fix. It's the model the industry runs on. Nobody sat in a boardroom and targeted you by name. They just built a system where staying in debt is the normal state, and getting out clean is the rare exception. And a system like that never corrects itself, because the people who could fix it are the ones cashing the checks. So what do you actually do if you're one of these owners? First, stop guessing and get your exact payoff number straight from your lender. The real total to close the loan today, not the balance in your app. Then get 3 real trade offers in writing from 3 different dealers, not one lowball from the guy trying to sell you your next mistake. The difference between those 2 numbers is your gap, and you need to know it cold before you ever set foot on a lot. If you're deep underwater, the smartest move is usually the boring one. Keep the truck, drive it, pay it down until you're back above water, and stop the bleeding instead of rolling it forward into something worse.
And whatever you do, never let a finance manager bury your negative equity inside a new payment where you can't see it. If they won't show you that gap in black and white, you get up and walk. Millions of truck owners are stuck with trucks they can't sell, and now you know exactly why. Not because the trucks failed, but because the loans did. So tell me right now in the comments, what do you owe, and what's your truck actually worth today? Your number might be the one that stops the next guy from getting buried. And if you drive a Tundra, an F-150, a Silverado or Sierra, or a Ram 1500 that you bought hot in 2022 or 2023, pull your payoff against your trade value this week before you turn into one more owner stuck with a truck he can't get rid of. If this opened your eyes, hit like and subscribe, because the next video breaks down the exact moves to climb out from under a loan like this without getting robbed on the trade. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.